From the universe of Corfall, a world in chaos, a story unfolding across hundreds of years. This is Fiction on the Edge, the podcast. Hello, fiction fanatics, and welcome back to Fiction on the Edge, the podcast. I'm your host, Barrie Carter, and as you can see, I've still got on the mask, the glasses, and the hat. And the reason being is because the Mask Mystery Challenge has not quite yet ended. But there's good news. It will end today. Since the Mask Mystery Challenge started, I've got a total of 2 responses. And here they are. And these 2 responses came directly after the first show. And then I had no more since then. So what I'm going to do is, there's no sense in continuing a game that no one is participating in. I'm very disappointed in you guys that you didn't participate, but it is what it is. So the only 2 challenge answers that I got, or guesses, was from a Kamesuko, and that was 3 months ago. And his guess, well, it wasn't really a guess, it was a joke. This Bro's not protecting himself. He just didn't feel like shaving before going on the show, so that's not the right answer. So we have a second one, a Yuri Jimenez. And I printed this out, but it didn't print the whole answers, or guess. So it says, I think Barry's mask is connected to the manuscript that vanished. And something else, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Okay, there it is. I'll have to take the glasses off for this because I can't see. Where are you? Okay, it says, I think Barry's mask is connected to the manuscript that vanished. Maybe he's hiding because someone doesn't want the truth to get out. And that is extremely close to the correct answer. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to award the prizes to Yuri Jimenez. And Yuri will get a official Corfall mask like the one I'm wearing, a Fiction on the Edge, the podcast cap. She'll get a Fiction on the Edge coffee mug. I'm going to give her just about everything we have. She's going to get a signed copy of my book, Game Day. And this is an extra. This wasn't part of the original deal, but I decided to throw it in since she did answer. And then she'll get a signed copy of the other novel, Corfall, which is the reason for all of this. And also, she will get a t-shirt, a Corfall t-shirt, with a picture of the book on the back, and on the front, stay tuned, stay curious, stay on the edge. So all of this will be shipped to Yuri Jimenez. And if you're listening, Yuri, we're going to be contacting you via email, and we'll get your address and send out the gifts to you. Okay, so with that said, I don't see any further need to be wearing all this crap. So, I'm going to take it off. Now, hello again. This is my face. Now, I know that some of you probably thinking, damn, he should have kept that mask on. And you're probably right. And some of you may be thinking, damn, I wish he had taken it off a long time ago. Those are the guys well, the people I like. So guys. But anyway, this is me. Hello. Alright, so on with the show. Now, I've got some news for anyone who is checking out the show and following the books. Whoever read the book understands where the Corfall universe emerged from. Excuse me. Today I'm drinking out of a normal mug. It holds more. I'm a coffee fiend. I drink coffee 24/7. I even drink it in my sleep. I dream about coffee. Okay, so get back. The Corfall universe. I recently started a page on the official website, fictionontheedge.com. It's called Welcome to the Corfall Universe. This page is created to show some backstories of the universe, how it evolves, how it was first created, my thoughts behind the entire universe, and I'm going to be giving backstories on characters, show how it all intertwines. You see, the universe, Corfall universe, intertwines with all of the books intertwine. In other words, so Corfall, the novel, which is the first book, is the beginning. Then we have Game Day, which in the first Game Day book, there's no mention of any relationship between the two books or the universe itself. That comes in Corfall, the sequel, which is entitled Corfall 0 Hour. This is when you'll notice that all of the stories are connected. Now, I'm currently writing Corfall 0 Hour and also a book that's based on the year 3079. That's called Beyond the Universe, and in that book, it explains a lot about the way that all of the stories intertwine. And if you've been following my YouTube channel and you listen to any of the short stories, I think I have like 20 short stories so far. If you notice, there's a mini-series, Crashed. And Crashed is basically based on the first contact of the aliens from the book Beyond the Universe. So if you listen to those stories and you catch the book when it comes out, Beyond the Universe, then you'll see an obvious connection between all of the books, and you'll see how all the stories intertwine. And that's what will be explained in the Welcome to Corefall Universe page on the official website, fictionontheedge.com. So I want to see you guys go ahead and check that website out, fictionontheedge.com. And I believe you'll really enjoy it. So, moving on, when we left off, we were talking about the genres, different genres of fiction. And I wanted to explain sort of where my ideas come from. You see, when I was a young person, kid, I wouldn't say a kid, but when I was a teenager, I used to write short stories all the time. And my ideas came from watching shows like The Outer Limits and The Twilight Zone. I loved those stories, and that's where my way of thinking came from. So, if you listen to my short stories, you'll see that they are a whole lot like The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits. All of the stories are original. I know probably somebody will be thinking that I used AI, but I don't mess with AI. Now, AI comes in handy in some ways. I do get my images from AI, and that's a task in and of itself. I mean, I sit up and I spend hours, hours and hours just for one image because AI is inconsistent. Now, here's an example. I'll ask for an image of a guy and his wife. Let's say they're in their early 30s. And I would like to have them sitting on the couch talking. And AI understands that. They give you a perfect picture. And then you ask for, because you're getting images for a story. So you need more than just one. So then you ask AI, okay, that's a great picture. Give me one with these same two people in the kitchen talking. It's a simple request, right? Suddenly, AI will spit out an image of two people 25 or 30 years older than they were. They've got different clothes on. One image has the guy with a beard and mustache, and the other image has a clean shaven. And so you say, could you please give me the same two people? And it just, every single time that AI spits an image out, it's different from the original one. So even though AI is a very good tool, it's got a long way to go. So no, the answer to that question is no, I do not use AI. All of my stories are original stories. They come from my twisted brain and not AI. Okay? So, getting back to the genre of fiction that I use, mine would come under the category of horror, I would guess, because most of the stories, although not all of them are horror, but most of them that I think of have a sort of weird twist to them. Excuse me. So, what I want to do is I want to start a conversation. I want to know what you guys think about my stories. Give me some feedback so that I can put out better product. You follow me? There's no sense in me keep writing and no one's enjoying it. Now, with so many hundreds of thousands of people that go on to YouTube, I'm not expecting everyone to like my stories. And I'm not going to change. I'm going to stay true to myself. So I'm not going to change page because I don't get a whole lot of clicks. If you look at YouTube, I've got like the most views I have on is on one podcast, and that's 1,200, I think 1,241 views. And the rest are in the double and triple digits. I've got like 3 videos that's in the triple digits, and the rest are mostly in double digits. Now, most people they are on YouTube for the monetary aspect of it, but I'm not. I write stories because I enjoy writing stories, and I'm sharing the stories because I'm coming to basically the last round of the show, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm 66 years old. My show is coming to a close. So I figured that I would share some of these stories that I've been writing my entire life and not share them. That's one of the reasons why I wrote my book, so that I could share my story. And of course, it would be nice if it would become something that a lot of people like, but if not, you can't. I learned a long time ago, a gentleman of advanced age, such as myself, sees and hears a lot of things throughout the years. I've seen and heard a lot, and I've come to the conclusion in my wisdom that you can't please everybody. There's 4 types of people, I think. You have the people that are going to like your stuff. You're going to have people that are going to hate it, people that are going to disagree, and people that are just going to argue no matter what. So you can't please everybody. So my stories are geared to those people who actually will enjoy. And if it turns out to be only 100 people that like it, that's 100 people that are enjoying my stories. But I would appreciate if you gave it a chance. Go on and watch a story. They're good stories. Okay, so moving on. I mentioned earlier about my website. This is the page that you want to land on, you want to look for when you go to the website if you want to know the backstory of the universe. This is the welcome to the Corefall Universe page, and it'll lead you to the Corefall Universe beginning page, and that is just about how far I've gotten. But if you keep up, I plan to add a lot more content. So give it a look. So that just about covers the show for the day. Hope to see you on the next episode 7. So until then, stay tuned, stay curious, and stay on the air.